two, one. Cheers, everyone. I hope you're having a great night. Thank you for joining us. As you can see, I got a guest on. Uncle Rick, Let's Be Buds, is the YouTube channel he usually goes from. I think that's your Instagram name too, right?
Uh, yeah, it's close. It's close. Yeah, I think Instagram is let's dot b dot buds, but it's pretty close. How you doing, Smash?
Pretty good, man. Just relaxing. It was a really nice day out today.
Yeah, yeah, we had a beauty today as well. Uh, Matter of fact, I can maybe show you what's going on there right now.
Oh yeah, you're still earlier in the day. It's dark here now.
Oh yeah, no, we're on the Pacific coast here, so it's still, but it was a gorgeous. The lake is still frozen over, but blue sky and the snow is melting, and
Same
it's all
here.
good.
Backyard's almost clear as snow.
Yeah, right on, right on. We can start thinking about what we're going to be putting outdoor this year.
I seen actually Red Setter Farms is already on top of it. I've noticed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't checked out over at his Instagram there.
Yeah. He always be posting every year. He starts his outdoor garden. He has a lot of posts about it. It's pretty cool.
Oh well, I remember his their backyard last year is absolutely spectacular, beautiful.
Dude, I have horrible luck with sunflowers. I've tried to grow them the last like 3 years from seed and it just never works, right?
Uh, yeah, last year I cheated and I bought 5 sunflowers. They were about 2 feet tall when I bought them, and I promptly killed them all. Hey, D, good to see you, buddy.
Excuse me.
There he is.
Yeah. So let's just ask, how'd you get into cannabis, Uncle Rick? Like, I know you're obviously the older generation. So, like, what was your path into it?
Well, I tell you, as I keep rolling my joint here, I got into it rather late in my life. I've been smoking. I was smoking till from my late teens, but never got into it and into growing until I was 40 when I started. And basically, it was so innocent. I had no intention of growing. I didn't even know anything about indoor growing, or I didn't know this whole concept existed. So, however, I thought, you know what I'd like to do is I'd like to go to my go to my dealer and uh, instead of buying an ounce at a time, I'll grab a quarter pound and I'll just break it down and sell it to my friends, and then hopefully maybe I'll get my pot for free. So that's what I. So I went to my dealer and I said I'd like to get into the business, and that's all I said, and his eyes lit up and he got all excited, and I thought, geez, you're getting pretty excited about, yeah, it's just not that big a deal. Oh Jesus, I ground this up and then I put it back in the grinder to grind it again. Like, it's going to be a long night, I can tell. So anyways, he got all excited about it, and I thought, well, geez, I didn't think it was that big a deal. So anyways, he said, hey, you want to get into the business? You came to the right place. I'm gonna help you. I said, okay, but I wasn't quite. We weren't clear on exactly what. Did you press that yourself, Outman?
No. It's for my buddy Boom.
Right on. So so anyway, he said, well, I forget exactly how it all came about, but I ended up getting into his car, and we went for a drive. At one point, he blindfolded me, and I had a vague idea of where I was, but not a clue. And finally, we got to the destination. He took me out of his car, and we went into this. It was a garage, and we went into the garage, and that's when he removed the blindfold from me, and I was in awe. I was like, my jaw dropped, and I didn't know where I was. I just looked around and I thought, this is fucking weird. But and then I saw the plants, and then I saw the lights, and I tell you, man, I was hooked. I was hooked. So that was the embryo of this whole thing.
That's cool though. Like that's the old school method. Like blindfolded and everything. You know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So so he was a partner. He was a partner in this operation, and um, I guess maybe not a very nice partner, because what he said to get me hooked up, he said, okay, and he didn't have a. All he did was put up money. He didn't know anything about cultivation. So he said, okay, I'll meet you at your place tomorrow or whenever it was, and we'll get this thing started. So I said, okay. So he came out to my place with a branch that he had stolen off of one of the plants. Okay. And he charged me $2,800 for that branch. And, but he didn't have a clue as to like, so we sat at the kitchen table looking at each other and looking at this branch, thinking, now what do we do? And this is back in 1985. So, you know, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the friendly hydroponic store. We had nothing. And but I was determined. I'll never forget I'll never forget my feeling when I saw that garage all lit up, and I was bound and determined from that point to duplicate that. Hey, Charlie, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, what's going on, Uncle Rick? Good to see you. D, Smash. Thanks for inviting me. Right on.
D and Charlie say what's up real quick. I gotta go get Q-tips.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, hey, just hanging out. I'm exhausted. Been running around. My wife just got back from Canada with the mother after that funeral, and you know, taking care of my daughter, having to take her to school in the morning, and then I had that interview. I actually set up another interview too after that one I had today. Funny enough, the woman that was interviewing me was on the job in the prison. So I guess we're going to be piss testing prisoners and other people that have to show up in the prison for the courts to adhere to their sobriety, I guess.
So good.
I was just gonna say, how did your daughter make it with her Irish step dance?
Oh, dude, she friggin' came in. She got a first in one of the dances that she needs to get to advance to the next level. She actually got a first, second, and third right in a row.
Right
yeah.
On.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I know. I was pretty stoked. She came home with 3 trophies. That's pretty cool.
That's fantastic. Yeah. What style of dance was she doing?
Irish step.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my wife did it for like 16 years, 17 years, and I always say she's been doing it since she was in the womb. And as soon as she could walk, my wife was teaching her.
Exactly. So, and she was learning when she was in the womb. Exactly.
That's right.
I mean, that's pretty much how a prodigy's made.
Right.
Look at Tiger Woods' son. Fucking.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah. I always say he's got the same name as nickname. Well, my daughter's nickname is Charlie. Her name is Charlotte, but you know she goes by Charlie. So, yeah, I always tell her you're walking in Tiger Woods' son's footsteps. I mean, you know, I'm a doting dad, so what do you expect? You know, it's all good, man. It's all
How
good.
are you doing, D?
Right.
How you doing, D?
I'm good. Same old shit every day. Waiting for Uncle Rick to finish we're waiting to finish. I guess something. We're waiting to hear the ending of his Uncle Rick's story with the branch. Mrs. D's here.
Oh yeah. Finish the story. You were sitting at the table with your buddy, and you guys were staring at the branch, not knowing what to do with it. That's where you left off.
Yeah.
Well, sadly, to this day, that story never ends. To this day, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know how to break it to you, but no, it was yeah, like, and then we actually we parted way shortly after that. So I was basically on my own, and yeah, I did hook up with a, hydroponic store, and I think it was the only one in Vancouver or the Lower Mainland at that time. So it was about at least a 2-hour drive to get there, and slowly, I honestly I can't remember how I stumbled into putting this all together, because I had no friends, no internet, like I said, but nothing but determination and a willing to figure this thing out. And but there were so many failures. Oh my god! And of course, my first run was hydroponic. It was yeah. So why not just never mind sticking your toe in, just jump in there and screw
Yeah.
it up right off the bat. Yeah. So I had four I had four 400-watt bulbs, or maybe there were 600-watt bulbs in my one car garage, over two 8-foot tables. However, I didn't really. I'm not a construction kind of guy, so it's all by the seat of my pants. So I didn't think to actually insulate the room. It wasn't insulated, so at nighttime it would look like a beacon from a watchtower. There'd be light flashing down the up and down the street. And of course, my garage was in front of my house, so the mailman, I know, like, he had to walk by the garage every day, and he just roll his eyes, I'm sure. So
That's awesome.
yeah. So it was no, I can't say it's been a struggle ever since. No, I had high points and low points, but
I think
overall,
that's just growing, though. There's always highs and lows to growing, I swear.
absolutely. It was just that for some reason I thought that I had to start off with hydroponics. I don't know why I decided to go that way. I should have maybe tried an easier
Well,
one, but
back in the day, a lot of people went hydro because that was the easiest way. You didn't have to love soil. You could just use faucet water, pH it, or yeah. I remember cocoa and stuff at one point. I tried it. I did the nutrients. I did the pHing. I like soil. I really do.
yeah,
Um,
Yeah, a lot of people back then too. As soon as we had hydro stores, we always had a hydro store since 76, 77. Worms Way. But even then, the cops back then would take your license plates down. Walking into an apartment or a house that you're renting with, bags and bags of soil, that was a red flag right there as well. A lot of people didn't want to do that. Once you can get your hands on bottle newts, you can control the grow more. Didn't smell as much, soil smell. So if you had visitors, because they used to do what was called a knock and talk. They knock on your door just to talk to you to see if they could smell anything. So, sometimes that soil could really stink up the house. It was a way of keeping that down as well. Besides the smell from the weed itself, obviously. So, but there's always facets to everything.
it's so funny because nowadays we drive around. Yeah, there's a lot of feedback. Thank you. We drive around and fucking. I can smell weed all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there's a grow somewhere around here. Like, but most of the time it's a big grow. We're talking commercial.
Right. I mean, look at Watertown. Watertown just, what was it, 2011, I think it was, right before it went legal. Well, I should say decriminalized, somewhat. There was a, right next to the Arsenal Mall in Watertown, some guy was using half his warehouse, and it was a legit warehouse being used, but he had like, I can't remember if it was 75 or 100 lights going, and they raided him, So, you're right about that with the big grows. Bigger grows, no doubt.
So are you still doing hydro, Uncle Rick?
no, I've gone through pretty much any and every aspect of growing, and I circled back. Then I did go to soil, but again, through the highs and lows, sometimes you just you adapt to whatever's available at the time. So yeah, so now I'm now in my bigger room. I am in Coco,
Okay.
a drain to waste, and I have a 5 foot, a 5x5 tent, and there I'm using soil, and yeah,
Nice.
so it's yeah,
What nutrients are you using for the cocoa?
I'm using Floraflex.
Oh yeah, okay.
How did? Yeah. How do you like them?
I okay. For one thing, extremely soluble because I also have an automated watering system, and I've been using this watering system now for well over 2 years, and I think of 96 feeder lines, two or three have plugged up. Other than that, it's been running beautiful, and so it's really extremely soluble, and yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, I tried those in DWC when they first came out. I got a sample, a couple of bags of the A and B, flour and veg, and I liked them. I mean, they literally dissolve instantly almost. And yeah, I didn't use any drip lines or any kind of irrigation, but I was doing straight DWC. I tried a couple buckets with it, and yeah, they loved it. The plants, no problems at all, not a hiccup. Really
Right
liked
on,
it.
right on, right
Yeah.
on. I'm thinking I'm this is where I'm devoting most of my interest and attention is my tent, because quite frankly my room runs on its own. I have put very little thought or effort into it, but this is all relatively new to me, and dialing in that environment I'm finding to be more and more of a challenge, but I'm loving it as well.
Yeah. Is that the big room, or are you talking about the tent? The big room?
The big room kind of runs itself.
Oh, I
It's
got you. Got you.
the tent I'm having my challenges with. I mean, I'm making it sound like it's harder than it is, but it's. I just I don't use a lung room, so you're dealing with a smaller environment, and I'm thinking, it only takes like 1 degree, and it can really offset everything else.
Right. Right. Yeah.
What
Yeah. Even though.
temperatures and humidity you running in there?
Oh, the lights just went off, but yeah, about 75 and 75 temperature and 60. I'm in week 3 of flower right now, so I'm probably going to bring that humidity down a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I do for sure. What made you want to start YouTube, Rick? I mean,
Well, okay, I was okay. Let me just. I was going to start here, but I got to go back up a little bit further. So I was working in a hydroponic store in the town that I live, and Buddy walked in one day, and we hit it off, and he said that he had a YouTube channel, cannabis YouTube channel, and wondered if I'd like to come on and do an interview, and I thought, sure, why not? And anyway, so that was Caribou, and so we arranged to meet up, and that's what we did. And at the end of the first show, I thought, hey, this is so much fun. And look, up until then, I swear to God, I did not know anything about. Let me take that back. I knew that there was a place called YouTube, but I didn't understand the concept of the social media. And again, like starting when I started, and I reflect on this now because I started when I was 40, but that was in 1985. So we didn't have and the last thing, Charlie, you mentioned, the cops taking down your license number. I've been through all of that. I've been busted 5 times, convicted 3 times, so I know all of that.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, so yeah, the cop. I know I'm thinking of specifically one time where I walked into the shop and the employee was standing over there, and there were two fellas standing there, and the employee says, "Oh, hey, how does your garden grow?" And I just smiled and didn't say too much. But the owner was there, and I asked about something, and he said, "Okay, well, we've got to go out to the back shop here to look at it." Well, of course, as soon as we got outside of the room, he said, "Yeah, they're cops right there." And then I said, "Okay, thank you," and I got out of there as quickly as I could. But as I was driving out, yeah, the cop jumped outside, and I guess he got my number. I don't know, but the other thing that you dealt with, and this is just a side story, is the other stores where like maybe it was better that the cops were there, because if not, they were some rip-off people, and they were going to follow you home and rip off your grow. So, but where was I? Where were we talking about the?
Cops taking your plates down and getting busted.
Yeah, but that.
So like, let's get high.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll get back to smoking my joint. It'll come back. I know it'll come. Okay, here it comes. So, yeah,
You're
you
awesome.
asked me how I ever got into YouTube. So, anyways, so yeah, I started off with the care. Oh yeah, so the yeah, there was no internet. There was no YouTube. But there are people that had courage enough to go get involved with cannabis forums and stuff like that. Not me. I wouldn't go anywhere near any of that shit. So when I stumbled into YouTube or this whole cannabis community a couple of years ago, I was mesmerized. I thought this is so fucking cool, and I've been living in a cave, living in fear for all of these years, and here this incredible community has been there all that time. So I just wanted to learn more and more and more about cannabis cultivation and the community, and from there I decided. I decided that like cannabis has been so overall. We've had our ups and downs, but overall, it's been pretty good to me. And I thought if there's just some small way that I can give back, I will. So I had an idea about creating a YouTube channel, and I thought, well, is it going to be, different than other people's? And I had a concept, of course. Anything that I thought then is totally different from what it is today. Those plans never work out, but I just had a small thought about giving back, and then if I'm going to digress a bit, a lot of this I just stumbled onto, and quite frankly, sometimes I think, Rick, you're in way over your fucking head here, buddy. But another thing I stumbled onto was the Last Prisoner Project, and I never would have thought of putting on the chatathon on my own. But again, it was presented to me, and I thought, why not? Let's do it. And yeah, so.
Some of the best ideas are spontaneous.
Dr. Dank wants to know what happened to that first clone that you got, and do you remember what it was? What did he say it was? Nah.
I absolutely don't remember. I don't remember. No.
So okay,
I do.
Oh, good.
Well, I was just going to say, I know that at one point I remember it was a hot summer day, and I had some clones under a like a fluorescent light or something. And it was a beautiful day, and I thought, God, I maybe how good would these plants feel if I just put them out underneath the sun? Well, Jesus Christ, even despite the fact that it's 93 million miles away, it fried those poor babies so badly. Oh my God. Yeah.
I've done that. I've just put them outside right from indoors, and the sun just fried them.
And we all
Yeah,
no
yeah.
transition
So
time.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so there's a lot of blanks through that whole time. Because like I said, him and I kind of parted ways
Yeah,
shortly
fell apart.
after that, and but I don't remember. Like obviously, I must have. Because I never grew from seed in those days. I never grew from seed, so obviously I had to make contact with somebody. I'll try to go into that memory bank and try to figure out that part of the story.
what are you growing right now? Like, what's a good medicine for you?
Well, again, since I've been introduced to this community, up until then, I've pretty much been I just been growing monocrops. Now I have an incredible selection to choose from. Uh, but I find, generally speaking, I kind of I, I don't categorize it all as being the same, but I really appreciate the relief I get from my pain of arthritis and my inability to sleep. Yeah, it's really and so not only the cannabis during the day, but I'm a big fan of RSO.
Yeah, I'm
To
actually
get
trying to make RSO.
yeah.
I did find out it's legal to distill my own liquor here, so I'm probably gonna do that. Why not?
That's fine.
Now, yeah. Now I was just talking with somebody. I was going to say yeah. I recently, and they were making moonshine, and yeah, because they don't even sell Everclear in our province. I have to buy it from the province next door, and it's expensive.
Oh,
But sorry,
right on.
yeah, yeah, I get it from Alberta, and they ship all over, so that's pretty cool. But I had a buddy making moonshine for me, but he could never hit 95% alcohol, and
Really hard to do.
yeah, and yeah, I mean he was hitting 93, and I've gotten it from 93, but they say that it should be at least 95. Uh, and I don't know if it does damage the equipment, but so yeah, I'm don't know where I'm going with that.
I think it's all about starting. Same thing with like processing BHO. It's all about starting material, how your mash is, how long you let your mash sit, how much alcohol content in your mash it's gonna vape off. Like, yeah, it's a pretty interesting. There's a lot of science to it.
Yeah, usually 7 days or something like that.
But yeah, we can make it. So I was like, why not? If I can
Oh,
do it and actually get up there, even if I can get a little bit more than I think we have 151. If I can get a little bit more than that, I'd be happy.
that's badass.
And I see it as a learning opportunity, a teaching opportunity, and content at the same time.
Yeah, it's all the marks, man.
Um, what exactly does the Last Prisoner Project do?
Uh, they were formed in 2019, I believe, by brothers Steve and Andrew D'Angelo, who uh, who've been
Harborside?
active. Exact Harborside, yeah, they've
Harborside.
been activists and advocates for quite some time. Anyway, their purpose is to assist people who have been convicted for non-violent cannabis crimes, and so they help in the within the prison system. To things right from helping put money into the commissary, uh, also helping spouses of people who are incarcerated,
Right
that
on.
kind of thing. Yeah.
So,
And then go ahead.
oh, I know Steve started to get some backlash because he said he didn't like home grows or something like that. He was against home grows.
Yeah, I know he
Uh,
had something to do with writing
Oh,
and influencing Prop 64, Lost 64.
yeah,
Huge
I, you
lobbyist.
know, yeah, I don't know all the controversy, but there was some around that. Yeah.
I mean, he's older now, and I think he's learned like craft is going to be the home market. Like there is no craft cannabis in the big market. It's so hard. I just had Samantha Sensi on the other day, and she's trying to be a craft person in the market, and it's harder than people make it seem. Like if you can't take losses when you're joining the cannabis market, then you're never going to survive.
Although I believe that right now it's the big cannabis people that are they're putting out prices, they're putting their product out for prices that are not real, just to force out the craft producers. So what's going on right now is not real, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, you guys have it really UND. It's funny because you two are from Canada, and me and Charlie are from Massachusetts. Um, you guys have it really cool because, like, if D wanted to mail you weed, he could. That is one of the coolest aspects of your federal legalization, I think.
30 grams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's definitely a good thing.
So,
Our Yeah,
do you get a medical card? Like, how many plants are you allowed and stuff?
yeah. I have a medical card, and the quantity is based on what your needs are. And my particular plant count is I have 55 indoor and 19 outdoor.
Okay.
I believe it's 2 grams. What was it? 2 grams per plant or something like that.
Yeah, there's a formula that they use,
Yeah.
and from there, yeah.
Mhm.
And so right now, it's 4 plants in Canada. It's 4 plants per household, and that really is not very much. I mean,
No.
yeah, yeah, like so that could be really be improved on, absolutely.
What's the max amount of weed you can have, like, harvest?
The max that you can hold
Yeah,
at what?
yeah. If you harvested like a crop, what's the legal limit
Yeah,
that you can have? I guess.
yeah. I got my file right over here. Maybe I can figure it out. I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're allowed. I'm allowed to transport. I'm allowed to transport 150 grams.
You guys have such better laws.
Yeah, we can like my buddy. I had a buddy that lives here in Ontario, but he was a grower in BC, and so he has some ridiculous, like, you can buy ridiculous amounts of grams, whatever, plants for a license. So the guy got the highest one. So every month when he come home, he brings like some ridiculous amount of bud back with him on the airplane in his carry on.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's legal. It was legal for
Yeah.
him. It's medicine, right?
Federally,
Right.
yeah, they're probably flying around Canada. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But, and Rick's right. A lot of the stuff could be fixed. Like a lot of the stores, the OCS, which is Ontario Cannabis Stores, can be fixed. Like everything is like minimum 10 milligrams. So every gummy is like 10 milligrams. 10 milligrams. You can't get anything higher. Same with the drinks and shit.
Oh yeah, that's like here. I think the highest milligram edible you can buy is 100.
Yeah, it's 10. That's the law here. It's stupid. I can
We're
get
only
1,000.
Legally, we can only harvest up to 10 ounces.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Oh, God.
I would imagine. I can't see this information on here. I don't know where it is, but obviously there must be a formula, and you know. So I mean, they can't what's it called, they can't double jeopardy. I mean, they can't say, okay, you're allowed to have this many plants, but you can't have the equal amount of grams that would go with it when you did the harvest. So
Oh. Because, yeah, it's 10 ounces. We're allowed 12 plants. Well, if you're by yourself, 6 plants. If there's more than one person, 12. And that's medical. So I've actually looked at our laws very closely. Medical and recreational pretty much have the same laws. Like for plant count and everything. Which is weird, but yeah.
oh yeah, there's the and as you were mentioning about those about the retail stores. Now it may vary a little bit from province to province. However, um, our stores, mind you, I think Spartan was saying the same thing about Michigan. Uh, our stores cannot be classified as dispensaries, and none of the employees can suggest that the cannabis has any medicinal value in all of the recreational stores in Canada. You know, like that should change. Absolutely, that should change.
Yeah, I
Um,
really hate our rec market. I don't even
oh,
go to the rec stores at all unless last resort. That's it.
unless you can go see Green Goddess,
Yeah,
because
yeah. But
because
it's fun.
they
I was there the other day.
and
Caught.
I'm so grateful for them, because they are that's how the stores should be in Canada. So we got a long way to go.
She'll be on the show Thursday this week.
Oh, right on,
Right
right on.
before poker.
Oh, cool. Um, oh, darn, there was something.
Oh
else.
yeah. If anyone wants to play poker with Uncle Rick, me, and D on Thursday nights, let us know.
Yeah, please. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just recruited another buddy today, so he'll be joining us. And yeah, so we got a nice little bunch over there.
I
They're
think
anywhere
Bud's in
between
the chat.
5 or right on. Good to see you, buddy. 5 or anywhere from 5 to 9, or we had 9 or 10 one time in a tournament. So
I think we had 12 because there was 2 tables.
yeah, and the tournament, you know, we usually started
All
with
play
Thursday.
money.
Yeah, all play money, and Thursday nights we usually get the tournament started about 8:30 Eastern time, and we're all done within a couple hours. So, and chance to bullshit and that kind of thing.
Send Rick a message or me a message, and we'll add you to the group chat.
Yep, for sure.
We play on Poker Stars.
Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of well, it was really tricky at the beginning getting things set up, because poker, online poker in the States is even harder harder to legalize than cannabis, I'm finding.
We we just got legal sports betting for like apps and shit. DraftKings is making a killing right now, and FanDuel.
Oh yeah.
Little
Buddy
Ebud says
mine won yesterday.
reigning champ.
Friend of mine
What
won
was it?
650 yesterday. Won 1,500 the weekend before. I don't know which one it is, but and then he won 650 yesterday on the WGC when Burnsy won the match play, and then the woman that won the LPGA tournament yesterday. I can't remember what the heck it was, but I was watching it myself. Golf's my thing, you know. So I just love. I'm not good at it. I just love golf. But yeah, he won 650 on golf yesterday for on a $50 bet.
Whew. Hey, can I tell you my golf story?
Yeah.
So this goes back. Oh boy, what year was this? What year was this? Maybe 19. I want to say 1975, maybe. And we were on vacation in Hawaii, and the Hawaiian Open was on at the time. And so I went. So we decided to go watch around, and those were the days of
Jack and Arnie and
Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Tom Weiss.
Watson,
Yep.
Kite,
Yeah,
Kite,
all of them.
Watson.
Charlie
Yeah,
worked
even
on a
Norman was
golf
just getting his
course.
start. Yeah, I work at PGA National, the headquarters for Pro Golf. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't cut grass. I wasn't turf maintenance. I always stress that. I didn't do any turf maintenance. There was 5 golf courses. 125 people did the turf maintenance. Supervisor on each course. But go ahead. I want to interrupt you. I want to hear this. Yeah. So you're in Hawaii on vacation or whatever.
Okay. And so so you've heard of Arnie's Army,
Oh yeah.
and sure enough, that's just what it's like. Like half the golf course followed Arnie through the whole thing. He was so personable, so friendly. He just had a charisma with the crowd. So anyway, we were I forget what hole it was, but anyway, here comes Arnie with his army, and they're coming up this way, and so Buddy and I were sitting right by the hole, and these 2 little old ladies were beside us, and one has got her binoculars, and she's looking, and she's, here he comes, and then she pats, she's got the binoculars, and she pats the grass in front of her. She said, "Put her right here, Arnie, put her right here." and so anyways, the balls got up there. So I was standing here, and these 2 ladies were standing in front of me, and Arnie came up the fairway and got onto the green, and he's walking towards me, or towards us, and he got very close to these women, and he looked down, and he winked at them. I thought they were gonna slide right off, right into the ocean. Oh my God! It was just perfect.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I got pictures with him and stuff. But him and Jack and Chi and Lee Trevino and Lee Elder, the first black dude. I mean, the seniors championship used to be at the. Back then, it was in North Palm Beach at the headquarters. But watch Tiger Woods win both his back-to-backs, amateurs. But yeah. But anyway, I don't want to take it away from you, man. No, dude.
No.
That's a great story, man. That's a great story. That is. That's an awesome. I thought you were going to say that he did. He planted the ball like right in front of them.
Well, yeah, he ended up walking right up this way towards them. It made their day. Believe me, it made their day.
That's when you could be right up on the green too, right? Those were the days you could literally be almost on the green.
Oh yeah. Although when I watch the golfers today, and I see they're in the rough, and they got to shoot out back onto the fairway, but the gallery is standing so close. Like, believe me, if I was shooting, you wouldn't be standing anywhere near
right
there, man.
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah. Sure enough, yesterday it was. They just get right on top of you. I mean, some of those golfers really don't like that at all. Some of the new, the younger guys that are on the tour now, like Scheffler and Burnsy and Fowler and all those guys. They get a little upset because they can't even. Sometimes no backswing because they just literally right on top of them. They have to have the cops, and then just move out of the way, please, because they're all trying to look. So the gallery always curves in. So. Right in their line, right in their line.
Okay, so he's not as much worried about hitting them as you're in my way. Like, I can't even swing it. Yeah.
Well, they can't see their line. Like, they can't see the line to the flag. It's because everybody's in the way.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, man. Let this guy at least play golf. Yeah. it's amazing how much the jackpots went up because of friggin' Live, which is, they should have been doing it from the beginning anyway, PGA. But it's good to see that they, Bernsey made 3.4 mil yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, the first places never really got over 1.3, 1.5. I mean, those are the big ones like Masters and Players and, but I'm forgetting the other two majors just off the most. But yeah,
3.4. Wow.
Yeah, but look at dude, half of the Patriots are making that.
yeah, that's why golf, they finally making the money. I mean, when you're first on the tour, man, it's not fun. It's like being a band on tour. You're living out of a suitcase. You're going, you're trying to make a name for yourself. You're trying to, depending upon where your standing is, it can be up to 200 guys. So, if you're just trying to work your way up, everybody over the weekend that was in the top 10, if I'm not, no, top 20. Sorry, top 20 players,
Wow.
because I think Burns and what's his name, who was his partner? I'm sure somebody else out there knows.
The
who
thing
he
is, to
partnered with.
become a golf pro, it's even harder to be than any other sport because there's way less positions. It's just you.
Yeah, and the majority is starting very young too. It's like hockey, you're really starting. It's not something that you're going to pick up in your mid-teens. Usually, I mean, though you can, there are those exceptions, obviously, but a lot of these kids, even the two kids that are playing, they both qualified for the what is it, the chip, putt, and drive. Is that what it is?
Something like
But
that.
anyway,
I know what you're talking
the
about.
young kids, yeah, they're only like 11 years old, and they've been playing already for like 4 years, 5 years or something. So, look at Tiger. He was swinging at 3 years old on Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's just such a hard sport. I mean, I suck at it. I'm a hacker, but that's all right. I have fun, man. That's all that matters.
I have a baseball swing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one of those like return things.
Mine always hooks right.
Yeah. No, I'm afraid I gave it up. I never shot under 100, which means you're spending a lot of time in the rough or in the bush or in the water, and it takes a lot of the fun out of it.
So
Yeah.
what?
And I have a. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask Rick, what's his like most memorable concert?
Oh boy. Well, probably my first one. My first one was the Beatles.
Oh shit.
August the 22nd, 1974. No, wait. 47, 57, 64, 1964.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Garden? Was it the Garden? My ex went to the show at the Garden, Boston Garden.
This is in Vancouver at the Vancouver Empire Stadium.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, same tour though. She was at the same tour. Because the first place I think they played was Boston, one of the first places in the States, not in Canada.
I know they played Ed Sullivan. That was the big thing then. Ed Sullivan.
Yeah. That's a little before my time, but yeah.
I think they were only here just. No. They were here more than once, obviously.
Yeah.
But that was their first. That was their first appearance in 1964.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You've been going to a lot of events, like, have you like been into the cannabis events?
Quite frankly, no. That's something that I've really thought about a lot, about the differences between Canada and the U.S. is like we do have a 420 event. We do have a Oh Jesus, I got a 420 event. Sorry, too. Our 420 up until prior to COVID, it was drawing like I believe around 150,000 people. So it was a pretty cool event. But I'm going back now to I think it was 1994, right around that time. And the event wasn't nearly the size that it became. but there was probably about 100 people, maybe 150 people would show up, and it used to be at in front of the Vancouver Art Gallery. That's where they put on this protest. So my wife and I decided to go check it out. So during the event, it was interesting and so on. But during the event, I looked over and there was some people burning an American flag. And I don't know what came over me because I'm not American. There was no reason for me to be feeling I had to defend the American flag, but for some reason, I decided to go over there and tell them what I thought about their burning of this flag. But wouldn't you know it, it made the evening news. Uh, so the other part of the story is though that the company that I was a sales rep for, one of the executives was coming into town the next day, and of course, every time an executive comes in, I have to take them out to all of our key accounts, and one was Costco, another one was a major a major department store chain, and wouldn't you know it, I didn't even think about it at the time, but wouldn't you know it, both of these people saw me on the news the night before. And so we all had our own little chuckle over this the next day. So it was embarrassing, but that's my 420 story.
You doing
And your
anything?
15 minutes of fame. And your 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, yeah. But you know something? It was about 6 months later, I was at another part of Vancouver. Well, actually, I was out at Horseshoe Bay. I was waiting for a ferry to come in, and my son was on the ferry. And I was standing there waiting, and I looked down the street, and somebody was coming towards me. And when we made eye contact, he looked at me and his eyes lit up and he gave me a big thumbs up. And I knew exactly that he recognized me from the news like 6 months earlier. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
clutch.
shit. So that's funny.
Yeah.
We have a big cannabis event here. It's one of the oldest ones. Michigan's got the oldest. We have the second oldest. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, I've heard you talking about it. It sounds pretty cool. Although I was searching my records to see if possibly now, okay, now there is a difference here. The event that you're talking about and the event in Michigan, those are ongoing events. They've been continuing, event or protest or what have you. Yeah. So, but maybe the oldest one, the oldest protest, but it's not ongoing, was in Vancouver, and that would have been in 1971, where a group of hippies had a smoke in and protested the way that they were being treated, and the cops went in on horseback and beat up a lot of them and threw a lot of them in jail. It was quite. My buddy was there. He said it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, but that was wild.
Yeah, the Gastown riot, it was called, if you Google it. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Shit. So what days is your show normally? Thursdays, right? No.
We're on Wednesday. We're on Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
Okay.
We go for 2 hours, and we've got Spartan and Green Goddess are on the show, and South Nelson Farms does our production, and yeah. So I love
I already subbed to you.
Say again?
Subbed to you. I think I subbed you a while ago when I first saw you on Caribou. But what's the name of your channel again? It's Uncle Rick.
Let's be buds.
That's it. Let's be.
Let's be buds. Yeah.
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 Wednesday,
you
9
two
o'clock.
names.
1 second. I will
So
pull
we
it
do
up.
we do seed giveaways. We do
I actually got to do
well,
2 seed giveaways tonight.
we're doing promotion for the Last Prisoner Project, the chatathon we have coming up again this year, Saturday, September the 16th from noon until midnight Eastern time. And yeah, and in the last half hour, we've introduced a new segment, Show Your Grow, and people come on, and that's always fun. And yeah, I love interviewing people and seeing what's going on in the world of cannabis.
By the way, Uncle Rick, you a little birdie showed me some of the bud that you grow, and it's really nice, man. Looks really good.
Oh, right on, right on.
So
That's good.
this
Thank
is
you.
Rick's YouTube channel.
Yep.
Oh, wait,
Thank you, sir.
I thought I was subbed, so I just
Oh.
subbed to it. Apparently, I wasn't.
Holy shit, we got a new subscriber. Holy crow.
I
Hey, by the way, congratulations on that you did that short, and what it hit over 2,000 views.
I got a
Of you-
couple.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Nice.
The
I got a
clouds
couple.
one?
Yeah, I got one that's 5K, couple 2Ks.
You're kidding.
Nice.
5? Holy shit.
Yeah, I just actually. So I put out a challenge the other day, and I said if I hit 320 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway, and I'm at like 323.
That I just noticed
Sweet.
that. Yeah, yeah. Good stuff.
Hey guys, I
those-
got a jet. My wife and daughter just came home today, so
All right,
I
brother.
gotta
Hey, good,
gotta spend
good to
some
see you, my
time.
friend.
Yeah,
Good
it's
to see you,
awesome.
buddy.
Be safe.
And Curly. Read
Take care, man.
Yeah, those YouTube shorts, man. I told you they work pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't. Normally, I don't get new subscribers. I've had the same 300 under 300 people for a while. The only time I've started to grow is when I started to post the shorts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm smoking
Yeah.
on some Thin Mints right now.
See, that's yeah. You asked me about how I got into YouTube, and I really I just kind of stumbled into it, and like I said, I've been way over my head. I don't know how to do any of the, if we grow, we're gonna grow, but that's it won't be because I did anything to help. That's for goddamn sure.
What
I
are
don't
you
know how to
smoking
do.
on tonight? We never asked that.
Well, yes, probably just about the most important question. We got the meathead. We're going with the meathead
Ooh.
today,
What
and
is that? That sounds good.
yeah, I don't know the lineage of it, but
Let me look it up. Give me 2 seconds.
but what I'm really enjoying is I've had this now, this jar. I probably had it for like 4 months, and how the aroma changes so much over that time. It's just incredible.
So, Meat Breath is Thug Pug.
I got some meat breath right here.
Meat Breath is fire.
Dude, I got it from Green Goddess's shop.
They don't have Meathead. It must be a Meat Breath cross, though. I'm guessing.
I got it through Caribou. It could have been somebody that within his group that maybe bred it and named it.
What else do you have in the garden right now?
Right now, I'm back to monocropping. It's so frustrating, I find, to trying to grow different plants that take, especially in my room where it's automated. So I'm giving all my plants the same amount of water all the time, and you can't do that when you've got different strains going on. Uh, I'm trying to dance through this. Okay, here it is. Now I believe this is correct because I sometimes when I'm too high, I forget to write the name down. But sugar frosted cake. Have you heard of that one? Sugar frosted cake.
No, that sounds good though. These names
But
are out of hand.
I could be off on the name.
The problem with the names is it makes you think you're gonna smell something.
Yeah. But you know what? Quite frankly, with myself, and I, you know, like some people, you're muted, D. Or sometimes, like I enjoy the smell before I light it. But once I've got it lit, I, that's all I taste is smoke. You know,
I feel you.
Yeah.
Taste is one of the harder ones I think to get.
I love I love the smell of it. I could, you know, and dry hitting. I love to dry hit but once it's fired up, man, that's all I can taste is fire.
Yeah, I love growing multiple things in my garden. I think that's probably my favorite thing. Like, yes, monocropping, you get more weed, but it's all one.
Well, exactly. So what I'd like to do is trade. I like to trade with a lot of people.
That's a good
But
way
I
to
know
go
I know
about
what
it.
I know what you're saying. And like, okay, this is my third run in my tent, and the second run I used the autopots. This time I've got 9 plants in 2-gallon pots, and I'm hand watering. So you know it happens to be all the same strain, only because you know I have trouble killing a plant, and
Oh,
I
I
had
do too.
extras. Yeah, so I had extras left over from last time, but I want to get back to. Well, that's what I did one time. With the autopots, I had 4 autoflowers, and they were all different strains. Uh, but I it was my first time growing autoflowers in the tent, and I felt like I manipulated them too much. I shocked them too much, and they were all stunted, and it was just a terrible, terrible crop. So it wasn't really a fair. It wasn't.
Normally, how tall are your plants finished? Like, how much of a height do you get?
Okay.
Because I'm wondering, those 2-gallon, you're using 2 gallons. I'm just wondering.
Okay. Well, these are finished stretching here. They finished stretching. So I would say,
He's like, shit, I gotta measure. See, yeah, my plants are usually about, yeah, mine's usually about 4 to 5 feet tall. That's what I kind of go for.
oh yeah, mine are barely 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just like I said, I've been having trouble working on this tent. It's been very, very frustrating, but I'm not giving up, obviously. But
Get a fucking hose. Do you have a hose?
a
Like,
hose? You
yeah,
mean like
if you're hand watering, having a hose next to it makes a difference.
you mean like a wand with a pump, like a
Yeah, like a big tank
yeah.
though. We're talking. I usually like using 10 to 20 gallons. That's what I'm trying to build. Right now, I want to put a 50 gallon water tank up and fill it up with a hose, and then have a wand to the plants.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And yeah, I've used every system imaginable you can imagine over the last 38 years, but that's until I went automated in my room. I used to use, but it was gravity fed.
That's what
I
I
had
want to do.
yeah, I had it up. I had it up about 8 feet. I fortunately I've got a 12-foot
Yeah. I was
ceiling,
gonna
so
say,
that.
damn.
Nice.
Oh.
If I had 12-foot ceilings, Rick, I'd hang my lights on the 12-foot ceiling, and I tried to grow a plant to touch the ceiling one time.
Family tree seeds. Grow some of those inside. 17-foot plants.
Oh,
Imagine using all that 12 feet though.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
yeah, but I was yeah, but how much do you think? Like, I when you're talking about family tree and so on, he's growing those outdoors.
Tyler.
Yeah, but growing indoors, I wonder how much penetration LEDs have. Like,
I think
if
it
you
would
have the
have to be a room that has a little bit of sun too. I think you would have to LEDs and some sun to do a plant that big.
yeah, but even okay, let's not think about a 17-footer, but
That'd be pretty
even
cool.
even a like say in my case with a 12-foot ceiling, how much of that space do you think can be maximized? Like, okay, I have my trays are on stands, and they're about 2.5 feet high. Okay, so the pots sit at about 2.5 feet, and then right now I'm okay. I'm standing. If I'm standing up, I'm thinking, okay, I could barely touch the top. So I'd say my plants are probably standing about 7 feet high right now. And I have two different sets of LEDs. I've got the HLG 650s, which well, no, even those ones, and then I've got the oh, I forget, but both manufacturers recommend a minimum space between the light and the canopy of 40 inches. So right now, my plant, the top of the canopy is at about 7 feet, and I've got them 30 inches higher right now. So 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm.
So they're sitting at about 10 feet right now.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Like, so I guess my question is, if you have a fixture sitting at 10 feet, okay, in a 12-foot room,
What's the fall
how
off?
far do you think? This is probably a question for Dr. Coco, but how far through do you think that light is going to penetrate effectively?
I mean, LEDs do have good penetration, but like you're gonna lose light obviously going through the plant. I mean, even outside, the only benefit you have outside is the sun moves a little bit, so different sides of the plant get sun at different times of the day, so it kind of distributes the light. I ideally, like when I'm flowering, if I don't trim my plants, I don't do anything like that. I let them grow. I train them so there's multiple tops, but I do not defoliate. The plants do all that shit themselves for me. I let the plants do what they gotta do. If it's not getting enough light, it normally dies off. I've noticed.
So you don't do any defoliation?
Just to
Really?
just when I'm LSTing, if there's a big fan leaf in the way of like some bud sites, I'll pull the fan leaf off. That's about it, man.
What about whatever sucker branches grow out? Do you cut some of those sucker branches off? No,
Mm-hmm.
really.
If
That's interesting.
it's a healthy system and you have enough nutrients in your soil, the plant should be able to feed itself appropriately.
Okay. Yeah,
You
I
know,
hear you.
even if I'm
I
gonna
hear
get
you.
larf, those top buds still are gonna look nice.
Okay.
And I benefit from the larf because I use it for hash. I rather use the larfy stuff for my hash, my extracts like RSOs, edibles, than my top buds.
Yeah, yeah. What about cleaning up the bottom parts? Like,
Not
no,
really.
oh, that's interesting.
Once in a while, I will. I just make sure I have enough airflow throughout the plants.
Yeah,
I think that's key.
I know.
I mean, I just think of it like if it was outdoors, but yeah, there'd like yeah, some leaves might fall off of it, some other stuff like might eat a couple branches. So LST, I don't really care for. I get decent sized nugs, and I don't think it would change because my lights. I try when I'm full blown going, my light's about 12 inches away from my plant.
Same here.
Yeah, yeah. The newer bar lights.
I got
Yeah.
I got a 600. I got a HLG 600 on.
Nice.
Really?
Sometimes I will
And
even add light into my 5x5.
wow, wow. Because I was just I had my HLGs. They were within 20 inches the other day, and I looked at them and I just stood there and looked down and I thought, oh boy, there's a lot of intensity on those top nugs, and I didn't feel good about it. I didn't go the 40 inches, but I did go 30.
So if you, I don't know, I have the manual around here somewhere. They say in veg you want to be about 30 inches away with the HLG 600, and in flower about 12, which makes sense because I want to say around 1,000 are in the center. I know it's gonna fall off quick. That's why sometimes I even add in lights just to
Oh
try to
yeah,
fill out the corners.
yeah.
I've been thinking about it like throwing like, but I have 2 tents open right now. I'd love to. I think after this harvest is the time I'm gonna take down the tent, buy another 300-watt light, and start build a little panda film room.
Thank you.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but
I'm trying to.
I'd love to do auto pots. Like it's cool that you got into like you got a system that works, Rick. I know a lot of people that struggle with that.
You're talking. Yeah,
Like
you're
your
talking
auto
about.
pots and stuff, like automatic watering and stuff.
Oh, I've
He
I
goes, no, I've
struggled with
struggled.
the auto. Yeah, no, with the autopots, I did definitely. That's another learning curve. Uh, so I haven't mastered that by no means. Uh, yeah, I had all kinds of headaches last time with it.
I feel like the auto flowers, especially learning that like a new like a system, is not the best thing. The best auto flowers I've grown, I've literally put in a pot and kind of left alone.
That was my problem, is I just didn't leave the fucking thing alone. That's where I went.
Try to get enough water in there, you know.
D, who is that just over your left shoulder there? Your left
D.
shoulder. The Tiki Man.
Oh, yeah, the Tiki Man.
Hey, hey, listen. A mutual friend of ours approached me about doing a promotion, or not promotion. That's not the right word. A grow. I don't even want to call it a challenge. Just a grow thing. Unfortunately, it's only going to be available for Canadian members of the family. But you are growing his gear right now, and I'm going to be growing his outdoors this year.
Oh,
yeah. So what he's done is he's offered the strain that he grew. Well, and not only grew, but he's been breeding with it was the blueberry muffin from Humboldt Seeds, and
Yeah.
yeah. So what he's offering is to Canadians who have got who can grow outdoors. Oh yeah, and the thing was that he's got this strain to finish off by the middle of September, which has been my big frustrating thing here for forever. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna have a little thing.
Cool.
Yeah, and I guess what we'll do is, at the end we'll take pictures, or just keep. I don't know. We haven't figured out if there's gonna.
If you want,
Maybe there won't.
the best way to do something, you can have a Discord and everyone can drop their pictures in there.
Oh yeah.
Rick doesn't like Discord.
Oh.
Sorry.
He goes, sorry. No, I get it. That would be cool. We just had a little competition on Fumi's show, a little autoflower grow off.
Yeah, yeah.
Got messed
Still
up.
going.
Yeah,
What is it now? 5 months later?
that's how long it takes to grow a plant, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, blueberry muffin's amazing. And he sent me some of that bud. It was friggin' amazing, Rick.
Yeah, he sent me some too. Yeah. Yeah. So
Wow.
So yeah. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
That's
Right
cool.
on.
That's cool. So yeah, shout out your Instagram and stuff so people can find you though if they're looking for you.
Yeah.
I can
Oh
actually show
darn.
I can show your Instagram. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
This one.
Oh, I got a website, and I think the website is the website is let's be buds with a Z .ca.
Oh, I have to check that out.
Yeah, that's the best. And then that can take you to our show, and okay, there it is. Thanks, Smash. That's let's be buds. Yeah.
He just had Abolished on. They have a bunch of good guests too. Spartan within himself is a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
really
I'm
like
so yeah. So grateful that he's joined the team. It's really worthwhile.
If I ever head out that way towards Michigan and Fuminor's way, I'm gonna stop by and make sure I meet Beard Burner. Good old Beard Burner.
Yeah, well, aren't you're just above Michigan, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was, for some reason, the other day I was Googling how to get to Fuminor's to Portland for some reason, from some strange reason, and it showed me how to go to Michigan. I'm like, oh, right on.
Yeah,
there's,
no.
There's a way for me to go to Michigan, and I got to go through Canada.
Yeah, through BC or something.
But I can't because they would have to cross the border, so I got to go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was working for the publishing company, I traveled the whole province, and it was to get from Vancouver to the eastern part of the lower part of the province. It would take about 10 hours to drive through. Or I could drive down from Vancouver, drive down to Seattle, and then go east to Spokane, and then back up into Canada. And it would take about an hour or hour and a half longer, but it was all freeway. It was just set it and forget it. So there's times when I would do that. One time I was heading down and I got to the border and they said, "Where are you going?" And I explained where I was going, and they couldn't understand why I was doing that. And then they said, "Have you got, got anything with you?" And I said, "Well, I've just got these samples that this I sell books, and these are my samples." And he said, "Well, I can't let you down here." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, these are the tools of your trade. Like if you were a musician and you had your guitar, I couldn't just let you down here because you could make a living down here." And I said, "Okay, okay. I think I'll just go back. I think I'll just go back now."
Yeah. There's some weird way to get from the States to Alaska, but and it saves like hours, a couple hours or something. But you have to go through Canada. So you go from the States to Canada, and
Yeah,
then
and you
back to the
guys got a
States to
bunch
get
of
to
weird
Alaska.
laws, so like you can't bring like certain guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I want to come up there though. I will visit
I,
Canada.
I'm hoping to come out your way this fall, D.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I'm hoping for well, as soon as I take down the blueberry muffin is that's my intention. Okay. I get my blueberry muffin all cured, and then I'd like to come out and visit you guys.
Right on. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
dope. There's someone else coming out this way, I think, soon that I want to meet up with. That's
Yeah.
cool.
What do you got there, Smashed?
Whole bunch of seeds.
Yeah.
Savage?
Yeah,
Hardcore
hardcore
Savage?
savage. I'm
How
gonna
would I
do a
know?
giveaway for this. So it's hardcore from Hardy Gear by Savage Push from Boneyard. Steelbird made it. Dude Steelbird made it. So he sent me a bunch. I don't want them to go to waste, so I'm still gonna give them out, like I said I would. Like I said, I have no ill feelings. I don't know. So yeah, if you want to enter, make sure you're in chat. I gotta pull the name, and I'll do a duck race.
Oh, okay.
You can use I guess you can use the StreamYard giveaway tool as well, because if you're using StreamYard right now.
What is it, giveaway tool?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think it's www.streamyard/giveaway or something. Or we'll stick with a quink, quink.
Oh, duck race.
I love the duck.
Yeah.
God.
I like having power like this. Like I can just make my screen. Now everyone can see Duck Race and us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go here. We gotta edit. No, let me clear list and then
What's going on, chat? Hello, everybody.
yeah, make sure you're coming in here
Yeah.
so I can pull names. Let's have a look.
So I'm at your. Oh, maybe I just have to refresh. Oh, okay, okay. Now I got to be careful that I don't. What do you call it? I don't
That's chronic.
get feedback.
Echo, echo, echo.
My internet's a little slow because I got a bunch of stuff up now, so my video's a little bit behind me. So I'm probably just gonna cover my camera for right now until I get this over with. But yeah, international too, Rick. So if you get in there and you win, I'll send them to you.
Oh my goodness! Oh well, guess what? I just got my chat open.
If you wanted them,
hey,
I just send them to them.
That's okay.
I actually have a package right there for Canarpy, and I have one for little eBud going out this week. And then I gotta send out I gotta send out apple fritter to Delman this week.
Oh yeah, right on.
Good to see you, martial artist. Lars Larson, Dr. Leave Me Alone. Good to see you.
Make sure you say something. You gotta say something in chat so it says you're a participant.
Oh yeah.
Say something. Okay. That's right,
Bros.
Rick.
You guys are
Oh, yeah. See, we're on the same. We're on the same. Four plants, eh? Good to see you. Collective Mary Jane.
I'll give it a
Ryan.
5 countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoever's in chat right now, I'm pulling over.
Oh,
All right.
right on. Stock race, honey.
How
Miss
many
D.
are?
D's gonna set it up and have Miss D join.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm
Yeah.
getting 2 ducks, motherfucker.
Fuck. Yeah, nothing creates more excitement on our show than a duck race. Yeah.
Yeah. Stock
Duck
races
ra-
are fun,
Yeah, they're cool.
especially when you win. It's even better.
Oh, well, hello. Yeah. But also, I thought that there was a pattern. I thought, okay, that duck that's, slow to start off, that suddenly they surge to the front. But it's not, I haven't found the pattern yet.
There
I haven't
is.
found it. There
You're
must be.
right. There's a pattern that whoever's usually in the back usually comes flying at the front. You're the end. You're right.
Hey, okay. Collective Mary Jane says smoked the Last Prisoner Project pre-roll called Schedule One the other day and thought of Uncle Rick. Oh, hey.
Cool.
Oh, you were asking before about the Last Prisoner Project, and we were talking about the other day, and one of the biggest contributors to the Last Prisoner Project, I think they've raised they're in the neighborhood of $3 million a year now, and they only started in 2019, but uh, uh, one of the largest portions of the monies that they raise is called through a program called Roll It Up, and basically it's an agreement amongst dispensaries where they ask their customers, their clients, if they want to add some change to donate to the Last Prisoner Project, and
Yeah, like round up. So they round
yeah.
up to the nearest dollar, whatever that is, and they throw it into a fund for them.
Well, the generosity is absolutely amazing, incredible.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, no, you're right, of course, but again, that's one of the reasons that I got so excited about the Last Prisoner Project. Is I knew that it's something that we as a community can all get behind. Ta-da! Here we go. Here we go.
Let me shut all this sound
Okay.
off.
Oh, here we go.
Which one am I?
Oh,
Oh, there I am.
You're
There I
right
am.
top.
Bringing up the outside.
See, look, Mary Jane's all the way in the back.
Yeah, but I did 2 minutes, so it shakes it up a little bit, I think.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So yeah, we can still talk while this is going. Yeah, I do want to come on and show my grow to your audience. I show my grow off all the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Oh yeah, please do. By the way, while it's on my mind, Jess and Bean is going to be one of our guests on Wednesday night. I see
wow.
Jess and Bean is in the race here, so good luck to you. Yeah, should be coming on with Cross Canada Liz from Cross Canada.
Nice, nice.
So that's an exciting show. I'm looking forward to.
Here we come.
Anytime you want to do any talk about like past addictions or anything, let me know.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Appreciate that. Yeah. Right now, I'm kind of busy. I'm kind of focused on that little duck on the outside there. Okay.
Yeah,
You're going the wrong way, buds. Come on.
So
it's stoned.
yeah, I'm gonna take another dab while this is finishing off.
I'm trying to save my dad's for Thursday show.
Oh yeah, I got Green Goddess on Thursday.
Yes. That's gonna be another exciting show.
Yeah, talking about the native reserve.
Yeah. Here, I'll hold up one of their. Here, free. There you go. Oh no, people can't see really, I guess, because the duck race is on. That's right.
Yeah, no.
You can still see
I
the
can-
corners.
I can see you.
Well, no, I know we can't. Oh, that's right. Good call, Smash.
I'm sorry, Dabby. I just pulled the participant list. I don't know how that works.
I'll have to go
So-
see.
Oh, look at Trevor. Look
No,
at
No, watch.
no.
Look, here comes Lars. Here comes
Oh,
Lars.
whoa.
Doctor,
Oh,
leave me
never.
alone.
Ain't gonna happen. Yeah, Doctor, leave me alone.
Congratulations, leave me alone.
Congratulations. Right on.
He's been in. They've been inviting me up to their farm too.
Yeah. By the way, I've got his address in case you need it. It's funny because I said that what I'm trying to do is not keep, just again, old habits die hard, but I don't want to keep records of people's names or phone numbers or anything. And Dr. Levy alone said, well, you better keep mine because I have intentions on winning more. And so he just proved it again. So congratulations. Yeah, he won on our show as well.
Close that. All right,
Vermont
cool.
for the win.
So yeah, awesome for hanging out with you, Rick. Anytime you're free. Normally I do my normally I do it from Discord, but for some certain guests that don't do Discord, it seemed like this is the easiest meeting spot. Because Zoom's cool, but they only let you do like 30 minutes at a time if you don't pay.
Yeah.
This they allow longer.
I think StreamYard is free until you want 1080p.
Well, there are other limitations, but I'm not sure exactly what they are.
All right, I'm going up. I'm going up.
Dr. Vinilon says you can give it to him.
Okay, I'll shoot it over to you.
All right, cool. But yeah, awesome show. Thanks, D, for hanging out.
Absolutely,
I
man.
don't know if I'm
Well,
gonna
thank you for having me, and great to see everybody in chat. You, D, and if we don't see you before, see you all on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday Green Goddess. Other than that, we got Fumador show. Tuesday, Wednesdays game night, and Saturdays usually takeover night now. So yeah, come hang out. Like I said, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank Rick for being here. Thank Charlie for coming by. Shout out Charlie's kid for winning a bunch of trophies.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, and has he landed that job?
He has a job, but I think he got another. I don't know. He has like 3 interviews going. I don't know what he's doing.
Hardest working candy.
Yeah, he's got like he was working at Gillette for a little bit, I think, and then like an office job, and now he's thinking of moving somewhere else. So that's pretty cool. Delman, cheers. Nice to see you. I got that coming out to you this week. I'm trying to wait for the Walmart